EPA and WA meteorologist Bobby Martins here with your outlook for September 27th, 2024. It is Friday, end of the work week, and the Friday video forecast is proudly sponsored by McCall Collective Brewing. McCall is a family-owned and operated brewery with 2 locations in the Lehigh Valley. Their original Southside Allentown location is at 102 East Susquehanna Street, and their second location, McCall Collective Tap House in Trexlertown, is located at 7743 Hamilton Boulevard. Both locations are open 7 days a week and have a full food menu, plenty of beer to choose from for both dine-in or takeout, along with local wine and cocktails. They released Better Call Fall in time for the start of fall this week. It is a German Marzen, and it is quite literally fall in a glass with rich caramel notes, and it's available at both locations on draft and 4-packs to go, so check that out. For more details about that and all of their upcoming events, please visit their Facebook page, or to place online orders, visit their website, mccallcollectivebrewing.com. Proud sponsors of the Friday video forecast. So we're going back in time to last evening, the Category 4 Hurricane Helene. It did make Category 4 as a solid Category 4 with 140 mile per hour sustained winds at landfall just past 11 o'clock. Okay, so it made landfall here across Taylor County in Florida, which is in the northwestern portion of the Big Bend area of Florida, and came across the eyewall, went right over Perry in Taylor County last evening, just past 11 o'clock. So this has been accelerating to the northeast and gaining steam over the eastern Gulf of Mexico like we feared. So a very dire situation for those guys down there with storm surge and wind damage and tremendous flooding. And that's going to continue further north. Now, by the time we get to this morning, 8 o'clock, it's east of Atlanta. Okay, so it's hauling. So it went from landfall in just 12 hours, goes all the way up to, or not even 12 hours, it goes up about 9 hours to get east of Atlanta. That's hauling to the north here at quite a considerable rate. Now this will move up here into Georgia and then far western North Carolina, eastern Tennessee, and Kentucky, and will be pulled west. And we talked about this over the last couple of days, but since you're not following this every single day, here's the upper level pattern. There's an upper level low that was sitting out here, and I'll put a circle around it because it's an upper level low, so we'll sit this right here. This is the parent upper level low. Here is the hurricane right here, which is down in this area. So the upper level low after landfall is going to capture this and suck it in, okay, and pull it up in that direction. That's what's going to end up happening, and you can move this forward. You can visualize this for yourself, so you can see it just sucks it up and sits over western Kentucky and western Tennessee. And this is a cutoff upper level low, meaning it's not part of the jet stream. It's separate from it, and there's no steering flow, so it kind of just sits here and spins. So that's what it's going to be doing here for the next couple of days. And that's why we have, the system not coming into our region for one reason. And the other reason is you have this big ridge sitting up here. We put a big high or H up there. So it cannot go any further north, and it's kind of stuck there. Okay, so we're not going to get remnants per se, but we are going to get some effects from this. And what I want to discuss in this video is the localized effects of the remnants of this. Now, as this fans out, this gets captured and pulled west, right? You're going to have kind of these feeder bands. These are the former feeder bands of the hurricane, kind of spinning around here. This is undergoing post-tropical transition at this point, because it'll become a post-tropical depression out here. But you're going to have some of these bands getting into at least our southern areas this afternoon, and I think more areas will get involved into at least some spotty showers farther north. And I think the line of demarcation is generally I-78 in both Pennsylvania and New Jersey. I-78 south is where you have the showers this afternoon. And then overnight, pretty much the same areas, and then it will start coming northward, but as it does so, it's going to kind of fall apart and become more intermittent and light. You can see that here. It is going to get all the way up to overnight, up in the I-80 corridor, in fact, but it's just going to be very, very light and insignificant. And some of that will continue into Saturday, and after it goes into Saturday morning, we're going to have a tapering to kind of like some spotty drizzle, mist, the stuff we've had over the last couple of days. Nothing heavy, just some pesky stuff. It's going to be plenty of clouds this weekend. As a matter of fact, don't expect to see the sun again in full until we get to probably toward the end of next week. It's going to be a while, okay? We're going to see a lot of cloud dominance here in the week ahead, and a lot of this is because of the presence of this upper level low and what is the remnants of Helene at that point, which will be a much a shell of its former self by a good margin. Okay, it's not going to be anything near. You're going to hear her name Helene or Remnants of Helene, and you're going to think what's going on in Florida last evening and what's going on into Georgia today. That is not an indication of what we're going to be seeing once this thing makes post-tropical transition and sets up over western Kentucky and Tennessee. So here is the NAM high-res future simulated radar. I'm starting this off at 10 o'clock in the morning just so you can see where this persistent band is across our far southern areas. It's kind of sitting right down here, and it doesn't really move too much during the day. It is going to come north a little bit, but this is going through the day. It doesn't really move. This is now 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It's not that far more north where it was before, but you see it's generally south of the I-78 corridor at this point, and then it kind of, as it goes north, it kind of just falls apart. You see that? You get some showers that'll make it up to I-78 and parts of New Jersey and Pennsylvania, but it's not going to be a lot, more of a nuisance type thing. And this is now looking at 8 p.m. And once you get in the overnight, you get a little bit better of a concentration of showers here, and that's going to target Southeast PA. These are the areas, Southeast PA, South Jersey, and Delaware. These are the areas that need the rain desperately. On the drought monitor map, these are the areas that have abnormally dry, if not drought conditions, more so than any other portion within our region. So if these areas are getting it, that's great. Okay, even if it's only a little bit, it helps, and the rain will certainly be welcomed, even though it's going to be on an overnight anyway when most people are sleeping. We'll have some going to Saturday morning, see some more showers continuing into Saturday morning, and that lifts off to the north in the afternoon, and this becomes just very light, spotty, intermittent. But you see all these little spots here? This is more like a passing shower. It's going to be cloudy, but a passing shower, drizzle, misty kind of stuff that's going to hang around most of Saturday and maybe even Saturday night as well. We might have a little bit of a break on Sunday. Still a risk for a shower on Sunday, though, until this pulls away. But, I mean, you have still, here's Sunday. Maybe, there's still a risk for a shower in parts of the region, but the rest of us are going to have mostly cloudy skies on Sunday. So it's not going to be like it's going to be much better. Temperatures on either side of 70, each of the next 3 days, really. 70 to 74 today, 70 to 75 is the spread for tomorrow, as you see above me here in the video. Pretty much the same thing here on Sunday and even Monday. This upper level low will finally start moving eastward, and it looks like it's going to come at us Monday night and Tuesday with some showers again, but this is not going to be a big deal. These are just light showers, it looks like, and that's it. And then we have a cold front that's going to sweep this out of here on Wednesday. Still some question exactly how much rain is going to be involved with this on Wednesday. It doesn't look like much here in the European model, but there's the cold front. GFS is a little bit more enthused with that, so we'll examine that next week. But this is going to sweep everything out of here and set up a pretty nice end to next week where we have partly to mostly sunny skies in the wake of that front. So that's the expectation currently, that we're not going to be dealing with any precipitation at all once we get into the late week period of another cold front that's going to come at us next Saturday. But that's getting down the road a little bit. So either way, the expectations here locally, although we will have some showers to deal with, especially I-78 and south most notably during the day today and most of the overnight, you're not going to have a lot of rain from this. This is only, maybe a couple tenths of an inch if you're lucky. But that's probably the upside. And then once we get into late overnight into Saturday morning, areas further north will start getting involved in a little bit of that too. But again, even here on Saturday, it's not a whole lot of precipitation. It's just light, intermittent. Most of it's going to be spotty showers or drizzle kind of thing here on Saturday once you get past Saturday morning. I'm talking about Saturday afternoon, evening, and that kind of thing. So we'll continue to monitor this over the next couple of days. But as far as heavy rain concerns or any wind concerns or anything like that, it is non-existent here. Just some pesky showers and keeping what's the theme of what's been going on this week, which is a lot of cloud dominance and spotty showers and drizzle and mist and just kind of duck weather, basically. Not a lot of rain, but, it's every little bit helps. I'm EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Martis. That is your outlook for September 27th, 2024. Have a great Friday.